to Dark Souls 3. Or Dark Souls 2, rather. Skull of the First Sin. Last we left off, we had made our way to well, first to Harvest Valley, which is a large, a valley of like poison mist, filled with poison mist, and all sorts of very nasty enemies. Among them, there were some like pyromancers. There's some big like orc-looking dudes, ogre-looking dudes with guys riding on their back. I don't know. It's all kinds of weird, but we managed to make it to this giant like building covered in windmills, and are now ascending that structure. And that's where we are. Which is the name of the structure. I forgot to do it last time. Shout out to my very good friend Kelsey. She is basically the reason these LPs are happening, or these plays. But let me just make it's fine. I'm a little bit loud. I don't know why my audio. I'm broadcasting through the PlayStation feature on my on the PlayStation, the broadcast feature. So you don't have a lot of control options, but I don't know why. Sometimes my microphone is like at a moderate level, and sometimes I'm like my voice is just blowing out the mic practically. Excuse me. So yeah, we're gonna kind of tie up some loose ends here before we ascend the tower. First things first, we're gonna drop down here. Alright. Hello. Ow. Ooh, those do quite a bit of poison damage, actually. Can't jump that. Oh, okay. Ow. Ooh, that was really close. That arrow totally would have killed me. Hi. Oh, shit. Actually, ow. Ow. Oh boy. Not good. What are we at? 2 minutes in, about? Yep. Repeated last time. Oh well. It is what it is. The stream I had a couple days ago, yeah, I was getting pretty salty. You gotta kind of have a certain mindset, like a certain apathy to, I think, really do well in these kind of games. Because if you start to, like, get really pissed off and aggressive with it, that's when you start to fuck up and make mistakes. Like, not targeting the same guy. Trying to get the attacks, their attack pattern down. You know, I'm clearly swinging too early, or I'm swinging too late rather to stagger them. I'm also used to like strength weapons that do stagger. That's the big thing. Is that like with my dex weapons, they like it gives me the ability to be like light and fast, so I don't have to. And they use less stamina, but they obviously come with the drawback of. It obviously comes with the obvious drawback of what was I gonna say? Yeah, like it's a light weapon, so you're not gonna like stagger the enemies you hit. You can, but it's not nearly as much oomph as, say, like a broadsword, which is about the weapon I'm usually used to. I don't remember if I had the greatsword at this point, but just about every playthrough I played of Dark Souls 2, I used the greatsword. I used by the end of my Dark Souls 3 playthrough was that big, giant, like, just rectangle of steel, practically. And a very obvious homage to the Dragon Slayer from Berserk. There are a lot of things in this game that are fucking homage to Berserk. I would be so fucking down if Miyazaki wanted to make a Berserk video game. Cause like, I think there's one on the Dreamcast, Berserk games. There's like one on the Dreamcast that I've never played because I don't have a Dreamcast. And then there was that one out on like, it was like a Muso, like Dynasty Warriors type. I never played it. I saw some cutscenes for it, and it didn't really interest me. I played a handful of the Dynasty Warriors games, and I played that Zelda game. That was a Muso. Was it Hyrule Warriors, I think? But in general, they're just not really. The one I played a lot of, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was either 7 or 8, one of those. But it was my like turn my brain off and just play something. Like if I'd like, you know, I didn't want to think. I didn't want to, you know, have to really do any sort of strategy or thinking in what I was playing. I just played Dynasty Warriors. If I can clear this section up here, I don't think I'll have any more problems as far as like getting to where I need to go. Let me check this. I do. Okay. Checking to see if I had a Ferret's Lock Stone. Kitten. Oh right, these are like, what are they called? They're like the, what are they called? They're like the faceless mannequins or something, because they're like automaton doll things with no heads. Okay, if I can get this one. Trying to get away from that poison. Wasn't very successful, so I will probably end up being poisoned. Do I have... I don't have any life gems. Wow. I could have sworn I had some. Oh right. What a bitch. Look at me and my stupid ass. Oh, do this. Alright. So I don't have enough knives to kill her. So what I can do is I can drop down here. Or you do what you're gonna do. Is this illusory wall? Nope, but it's super, well... No, the illusory walls are actually pretty, pretty inconspicuous. Okay, so drop in here. Visions of ambush, therefore try guts. Ah, yes, I remember, because I came down here. Yep. Oof. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to get one on either side of you. It's like my sword, like the way they position themselves. Sword is not big enough to properly deal with them. To hit them both at the same time, because they're wearing like really like light armor, so they stagger. It seems they stagger pretty easily. It seems like their poison isn't very high, but yeah. See, if I can just get them in a rhythm, I can just stagger them all day. Okay, there's one more here. Foolish. Okay, drop down. You just send your bomb. Gloves of these. Hello. Could you Hello? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Let me just... Ow. There's still one. I can do with the other one. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? I was really close. Okay, so we have that path down there, and we have that. Let's go, this path here. I think I might have already gone down there, but just to be sure. That goes in there. Try ahead. Enemy ahead. Ah! Hey, Pate.
Well, we meet again.
Yep.
There's treasure this way. I don't quite have the gut. Well, there's treasure. I don't quite...
Some more treasure, huh? You say that. It doesn't open from this side.
Well, there's treasure. I don't quite have the...
Alright, dude. If you say so. Wary, I'm up. Ah. Good tip. I believe that's the treasure he's referring to. And it's a really fucky jump. Okay. Oh, alright. Radiant Life Gem. Alright, fuck it, we're using this. Because as far as I remember... Fine work, thank you. If I remember correctly, this is like the only place in the game you really have to deal with poison a lot. Solve a Brave Warrior, Crimson Water. Okay. Now how... Oh, how do we get back? Whew, that was sketchy. believe that was the treasure he was referring to. Wow, that fucking explosion is a lot of shit. The rest of my game's quiet.
Well, this treasure, I don't quite have.
Is it not that? Is it back here, I wonder? Maybe. Unless there's like a fucking illusory wall next to him.
This way.
Oh. Who knows? Or it might have been a drop down that way, for all we know. Shit. Get up. Yeah, fucking poisoned again. I should have waited. Should have waited for that to use that charm. Stop. Open! Get to me! Oh, back up, back up, back up. Alright. Ferrous Lockstone. Nice. Wilted Dusk Herb. Not useful for me. Beware of trap. Trap ahead, therefore try rolling. Yep. So there are two types of drag charm. Revenge, yes. There are two types of traps when it comes to the chests. Well, three technically. There's ones that will shoot, like a crossbow will pop up and it will shoot a shit ton of arrows at you. There's what else is there? There's yeah, I vaguely remember now. I do remember there being something like that. Soul of Night, Divine Blessing, nice to have. Oh wait, no. Fuck! So I wonder if there's anything up there, or if I'll just die. So in case that happens, I'm gonna pull this and be ready to roll to safety. Nope, it looks like there's something up there. Alright. Mirror shield. Let's see that. Mirror shield, mirror. Arch 2, mirror. The good thing about the hide shield, so like there are better shields. Like if I was gonna go like proper shield, I go this. But what the hide shield does is it's very light. So like it's 1.5 pounds versus 6 pounds, and it blocks 90% of physical. This blocks 100, and blocks quite a bit of, like 70% of magic. So it's very good as far as physical defense. It's a little bit less when it comes to certain things like bleed and poison and stuff. Well, it's quite a bit less, and then for fire and lightning, it's a little bit less. But overall, the hide shield, if you're going dex, is probably your best go-to for a shield without like getting into like boss stuff or endgame stuff. What the fuck was that? Okay. Trying to think of anything else we need. Anything else we need to do? Oh, there's that path. Shit. Yes, there's a whole other path, upwards that we need to take. Alright. Oh no, we're running into that same problem as yesterday where the sun just decides to say, fuck you, you can't see the screen. Running a bit low on Estus for my liking, but we'll make do. Ah, yes, I remember now. Yes. Shit. Use it, use it, use it, use it! Alright. So best case scenario is we lure all these guys out here. We don't have to deal with the poison. So last time, like, I was made much the fool. Ooh, I've never seen him do that move. These things are so fucking gross. They're like bugs with fucking mushrooms growing out of them. They poison you fast as fuck, holy shit. So, I was made much the fool. Try attacking, yes. Prudence ahead. Pointless? Beware of bad luck. In short, pull back. Yeah, I do remember this one being like kinda, huh? Like, why does this even exist? You know what? I almost just fucking opened it again. What the fuck? Alright. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it, I guess. Well, that's, I guess, a note for next time. But honestly, I can't even remember when next time is. You encounter the fucking mimics so damn infrequently. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah, poison yourself, dumb fuck. Or are you immune to poison? You're probably immune to poison. Just in case, I don't want anybody chasing me. Come on. Oh wow, I just managed barely to fucking outlast that poison. Eh, fuck it. So that's the way we have to go. But I want to finish up here. Shit. Damn it. Come on. Do I have any bombs? I do. Might just be able to bomb them. Now they're too close. Really hoping that would like have a bigger blast so I could play out these fucking out the jars. So do a strong combo on the fucking mimic and then run away is the game plan. Well, not run away, but tactically back up. I don't have anything, I don't think. Alright. You could hardly... I hardly ever used Divine Blessings anyway, so I may as well. So what is these? No, they fully restore. Ah, could use a humanity if I was gonna do that. So yeah, this I do remember now. All this does is fucking like it spits out poison, but if you burn the windmill, it spits out a pool of water that cures your poison and heals you. But it's like just for this room, so it's like, what's the fucking point? Okay, back up. Oh shit! I didn't know he could get poisoned. Work hook and dark gauntlets. I think that's kind of garbage, if I remember correctly. Dark gaunt. Ooh, actually no. They're heavy though. But they have a lot of fucking defense. What is Work Hook? I think that's a not great weapon. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's garbage. It does decent bleed, but everything else fucking sucks about it. Alright. Illusion ahead, therefore bonfire. Yes, I do remember this. Here. Oh. There'll be another mimic. Petrified something. Hey, we got 2 of those now. Try locking on, then plunging attack. That might be a decent idea. Bonfire! So, let's take care of some housekeeping first. Before we rush into that boss. Okay, what soul items do we have? Quite a big... Wow, a couple big ones. Use the big one for a level. And then I want to try getting the Ulva set, so... Let's actually do that first. I don't believe the helmet is as good as my... whatchamacallit.
You need...
Let's see. I wish there was a way to fucking quick compare it. Okay.
Are you sure?
Let's have to eyeball it real quick. Oh shit.
Looking for armor?
Oh, that scale's really fucking high with dex. Wait, doesn't? No, I'm stupid. Skills high with physical defense. Okay, let's buy the chest piece.
Thanks for the purchase.
A little bit less lightning, but a whole lot of physical. And does some decent poise, good against bleed. Same against poison. But yeah, as far as physical, it's it's a full third higher. And it's still fairly light. I remember what the weight Captain Sanders is. At 50,
Looking for armor?
maybe? I don't think it really matters now. Gauntlets, 29, 28, 30. Or 50...
Are you sure?
My gauntlets are about the same. My legs, however, could use the boost.
Looking for... Thanks for the purchase.
There's the Alva set. Yeah. Alright, 51. Hold on. Oh. Let's see. And we'll throw the Alva set back on. I might just be crazy, or I might not be rolling as far. No, I'm rolling about as far. It may be a little bit slower, but it's not enough to really bother. 50, 46, 60.
Looking...
Where's the helm? Helm's not as good. 29, 28, 30.
Are you sure?
And the gauntlets are 30. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, these are... Old Ironclad will give me more physical, but it's so fucking heavy. Same with Dragon Knight. Say it's better by a lot overall, but it's heavy. And I'm trying to say, I believe under 60 is the cap for whatchamacallit, for weight. So in the meantime, did we upgrade the washing pole? We might have. Nope, we did not. Oh, right, because I don't have the stats for it. I need some dumped into strength. I need 8 dumped into strength. Reinforce. I don't have the large or the chunks I need. Okay then. Last up, we need to go into things betwixt. Because we have quite a few items for the crows we can drop off. That's right. Wait, did I pass it? No, it's right there. I like spaced out for a moment, so I wasn't sure where I was. If I'd passed it or not. Still have enough for, well. Yep, still have enough for level. Just barely. Okay. So, leave one. Leave the smooth and silky stone, and then leave both petrified somethings. So we got bolt stone, we got crafted eye orb, life gem. So these are the smalls. So those are the smalls. Magic stone, and then I believe these are the two big. Demon's Great Hammer. Ooh. Channeler's Trident. Ooh. Let's go see what those do. I believe I know what the Channeler's Trident is, and I've got to predict what the fucking Great Demon Hammer is. Shot. Yes, it is what I'm thinking it is. I need a little bit more strength for it, but whatever. And then Demon Hammer. Yeah. You need 50 fucking strength to hold this thing. So. It's this. So that does that. And strong attack does this, which is a buff. It's kind of a reference to Dark Souls 1 enemy. And then this is the fucking Great Demon Hammer. Does 192 minus, yeah, minus 92 damage, because I have no fucking strength. So, yeah, it's a big fuck you hammer, is what it is. Alright. I believe that's everything. Let's go back one more time to Majula, level up. Okay. That's fucking goofy.
There, see, nest.
Well. So do we want to put some more into Dex, or put some into Strength? Let's put it into... Let's put it into Strength. I really want to use the Washing Bowl. Alright. Earthen Peak. Upper Earthen Peak. I believe that is it. I can't think of anything off the top of my head else that we need. We could head down, or we could try a plunging attack, but I don't really see him, so let's just do it the safer way. Nope. Yes. Alright. Whoa! That about you. Yeah, there's... Oh, I thought you died. I totally thought I died. Cool. Alright. So, in the last episode... well, I'll talk about it.
Fuck, my headphones fall off.
Ah, come on. Ow. Drink. Poison stone. Alright. Alright. So, earlier, I set fire to one of the windmills outside with the purpose of getting rid of some poison. So, if I had not done that, pretty much this entire arena would have been filled with poison. This fight without burning the windmill is a fucking clusterfuck. Like, it's damn near impossible. So... Shit. That's a soul spear. That's what that spell is. Yep, just not getting her fucking attacks down. Yeah. I might just try running when she does that. I think. Yeah, this is another example, like, I don't know, I'd say that'd be one of Dark Souls 2's biggest kind of weaknesses is the bosses. A lot of them are just kind of eh. A lot of the bosses are just kind of eh. At least the early ones. Like, again, like, think about, like, the demon, the fucking covetous demon or whatever. What is it? It's a big fucking slug monster, basically. That's it. And what attacks does it do? It does a lunge. It does a big tongue swipe. That's about it. I paid for that. But yeah, like, going back, it's like, Pursuer's cool, but that's more because Pursuer has, like, a really interesting mechanic to him that, you know, he pursues you throughout the game. He'll keep coming back again and again and again. But you got, like, the fucking Dragon Rider in the Hades Tower of Flame. You have... And I say this having beaten the game, knowing that quite a few of the bosses boil down to big guy with a big weapon. I mean, like, the boss of Dark Souls 3 is, like, arguably the same thing, because, like, yeah, it's just a big guy with big weapons, but A, he has a bunch of mechanics going on, and he's changing his styles, he's changing his movesets, and then he has his second phase, which is a remixed version of the fight of Gwen, with Gwen at the end of Dark Souls 1, so... to the point where, like, Gwen's theme begins playing in, like, underneath his theme. And even, like, the bosses, like, oh my god. Oh, fuck me. Alright, even the boss at the end of the DLC, the second DLC of Dark Souls 2, yeah, it's technically just a big guy with a big sword or a big weapon, but he has so many crazy moves. He has so many. He's got so much shit going on. And like, he has such a big fucking health bar, like, or he has so much health, I should say, that. Let me try going human on this. I don't know why, just on a whim. He has so much fucking health that it allows it to go, like, you go through, like, 3 different phases that are... Okay, you can roll it. That are, like, get more and more intense. Okay, so I don't remember her throwing her head, but hey, that's a big-ass opening she's got. Oh shit. Okay, I've never seen that before. Shit. That was a really bad read. Ooh. Drink. Drink, motherfucker. Oh, is she fucking healing from this shit? Oh my god. Yeah, no, actually I remember that. Yeah, no, when the fucking poison is in the room, like the poison mist is still in the room, she'll just constantly heal. So, this boss is practically impossible. Oh, that's maybe it's stupid again. This boss is practically impossible if the fucking poison mist is still in the room. Oh wow, that explosion is way bigger than I thought it was from the last time. Oh well. Okay. Alright. Just hoping for a backstab there. Thanks. So again, I'm not nearly as well versed in Dark Souls 2 lore as I am in Dark Souls 3 lore. And Dark Souls 1, I'm a little... Dark Souls 2 is easily the weakest I'm on in terms of, like, lore for each bosses. I could tell you, like, the general story of pretty much all the bosses in Dark Souls 2. Like, but Dark Souls 1, it's like a matter of, like, I haven't played it in a long-ass time. Ow. Ow. And Dark Souls 2, meh. The main story, like the actual overarching story, interests me, but holy shit. Okay. That's like a tail whip that she can do. I like this this lunge attack you do. Just keep doing that, please. I don't like that. Ow. Wow. That fucking range. Yeah, just keep doing this, please. See, now that you're not doing your weird head shit. Come on. There we go. Mytha, the Baneful Queen, has been slain. Good chunk, 20,000 souls. Nice. 22, but I think it's 20 by itself. The ring buffs it. Soul of Mytha, the Baneful Queen, who lives in the Earthen Peak. The queen sought the king's affection, even poisoning herself to attain beauty, despite the monster's consequences, all for the compelling madness known as love. Alright. Yep. So, I've talked about it before, but Dark Souls 1 has very consistent spacing. Is it? No. Has very consistent spacing in terms of, like, areas connect to each other very, very well in a realistic manner, and that, like, you walk a certain distance and then you look up, and you're like, yeah, I probably walked about that far. That distance isn't fudged. Like, the map is all one big piece. So we're going up. So we're in a structure that we've seen the top of. There's nothing on top of it. And we've seen the top of it. So you think naturally we're going to, like, the top of the tower or some shit. Right? Right. So imagine any sort of logical sense going out the window when this is what we come out and see. What the fuck? This is fucking dope. Like all this. But it's like actually what the fuck. We went up from a windmill that we could see the top of, and then we're now here where there's lava and there's a fucking castle up here. Now, unfortunately, the block in a certain direction and equip your Black Iron Great Shield and block in a certain direction doesn't quite work in this scenario. Lava actually does proper fire damage in this game, but that means that to grab that item that was back there, all we gotta do is throw on some armor set that has a bunch of armor fire resistance to it, and we'll be able to survive. I believe Limit Break is the name of the channel. They're a Dark Souls channel that does, like, certain things, like, can you make a hit do 1 damage, or, you know, they do all sorts of weird stuff, and one of them was, like, weird Dark Souls stuff, and one of them was, can you survive in lava in Dark Souls 3?
Wait. The name's Gilligan. Don't make me say it twice. Alright. What do you want? I have everything.
So, what does he sell? He sells crap. And that's about it. He will set up a ladder, though.
Fine. You need a ladder, but you'll
So, we can pay 500, 3,500, or 12,000, and we will have a shit ton of, which is obviously a shit ton of souls. Hello, Dark Lurker. But he'll put a ladder down that'll let us drop down the hole without breaking our fucking ankles and all that shit. Let's see. There's a way to get down there without dying. Because the main thing is that you can't even survive the drop from here down to that first plank with the item on it. But there's a way around that. The cat in that building will sell you a ring, the silver cat ring or the catfall ring, I don't remember exactly what it is, but oof, the fucking world just shook there for a second. And it gives you the ability to survive, like your fall damage is greatly reduced. So you can totally like progressively drop your way from one platform down to another. Yeah, it is what it is. It's fucking expensive though. I think it's like 200. It's like 20,000. So right now, our only real viable choice is to continue on through Iron Keep. So let's go do that. Excuse me. Alright, so this bridge used to be the fucking hub of invasions in PvP. Look at this guy. It's like a fucking samurai knight. It's fucking dope. Ow. I was complimenting you, sir. How rude. Drop a pretty damn healthy amount of souls. So, yeah. No go down there. Item over there. I don't remember what it is. Maybe we should just go grab it. Okay, fuck it. We'll grab it. We'll try. Let me throw on what's the best fire resistance I have. 32, 33. 32, 33, alright, that's... I think this is about it, yeah. Fire resist 13, 20. 17. Okay. Here goes nothing. Oh, fuck. Damn it. And those souls are probably good as gone. This is best Souls game? It doesn't nearly deserve the hate it got when it came out. It definitely has some high points. I don't think it's the best. Oh shit. I'll have to disagree with you on that. But again, you're entitled to your own opinion, dude or dudette, whichever. Whichever you prefer. Or other. Whatever. I don't care. You do you. Oh shit. That's not good. Those souls might just be gone forever. That's a bit of a shame, but oh well. We'll live. Because I don't have shit when it comes to fire resistance, and I need to put my goddamn armor back on. Alva leggings, the leather gauntlets, the Alva set, and that helmet. We could go a little bit heavier on our gauntlets actually, so be a big fucking bump in our physical armor, so let's do that. So we're wearing basically a mix of like the Dragon Laic and the Alva set with the Vangren helmet. I don't yeah, the Dragon Laic doesn't have a helmet. The set I ran through the first time was the Dragon Laic set, mixed with the... Oh shit, Armorer Dennis. Oh, hi. What's up? You... Praise the sun, bro. Oh shit. Are you a person? You don't seem like a person. You're not a person. Ah, yes, I remember this fucker. Ooh, that was fucking close. Drink again. All we gotta do is beat this guy. You got your fucking back to a wall. You fucking asshole. Oof. That was a bit like a Firestorm, or whatever it's called. The, Pyromancy where you hit the ground and a bunch of, like, spouts of flame pop up. Oh shit. Nope. I want to drop down. Thank you. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Just to go in without missing an Semestis, let's run in and rest the bonfire real quick, because now that he's dead, we don't have to deal with him anymore. You know what? I don't even remember what the fuck is under the stairs. And if it's not like a goddamn Estus shard or something, it's not even worth it. So I feel a bit foolish for trying to grab that, because I think the exact same fucking thing happened to me, but instead of like only 2,000 souls or something, it was, I didn't even go back to Majula to cash in the boss souls that I got, the 20,000, so I ended up losing like 2 levels and I was super pissed. Fencer Sharon. More NPCs. Oh, shit. You look like a Bloodborne. Are you a Bloodborne? Looks kind of like the NPC we fought in the forest. Luckily, she does not seem to... Ooh, that was odd. Ooh. Oh, got a whip sword. It's like, she's doing her best to be, Ivy from Soul Cow. Ow. How rude. Another rest of the bonfire, another human effigy. Rest. I don't remember anything really to burn. But yeah, this is kind of what I was saying, is that this used to be like PvP HUD, is that you would just constantly get invaded here, and you'd fight on the bridge. It was fun. There's part of me that misses the days when, like, invasions and shit from players would be common in Dark Souls, but part of me doesn't, because holy shit, that would get annoying sometimes in certain areas. What's up? Oh boy. Let's back up and... Oh. Now I do remember the run through here to get to the boss being rather annoying, because there's really no way around fighting quite a few of these guys. Hello.
Whoa. Who are you?
I'm me.
I'm Macaroon. Who else? What? Have a look at my wear.
So, in sense... so yeah, a couple pyromancies, emit force, which is kind of like a big, straightforward shot. Chameleon disguises yourself as a random object. I've only ever seen it really used for PvP. Hush makes you really quiet. Soul Spear is like a big Kamehameha blast. Great Soul Arrow is like one of the regular key blasts that the Dragon Ball characters throw out. So we got Jester set, we got some Bandit set, we've got Curse Bite Ring, increased curse resistance. We have the carvings, Pear Powder, Freaking Merchant Yore. That'd be kind of useful. Let's go ahead and buy it. Because I know off the top of my head, there's at least one other place that we need one more. I know I already, because now I have 2, I believe. 2 Lockstones and 2 Ferg Branches of Yore. But I don't know if I'm going to need one up ahead. So I want to have at least one. Oh, that was odd. Hidden path ahead. So there is. I thought you were bullshitting. Oh. Oh. Fire arrows. Joy ahead. Fire! Maybe. Item there, we sure shit can't grab that. Oh, hi. Okay. Yes. Oh, hi. I was about to say, I remember this part. The fucking archers. Yo, come back here. Get them in a quick rhythm. I can kill them in 3. And yeah, these oh, shit. I wonder if there's a mod to get these guys fucking Naruto running, because it does look really goofy when they're running. Like, with their fucking hand on their hip to keep their sheath from bouncing all over the place. So this is the general path to the boss. However, we're sure shit not gonna fight the boss in this condition. Can't remember. Do we want to drop? Ow. Oh, I guess we are. Knight Repair Powder. Repair Powder is pretty useful later on in the game because there are some areas that are quite long. Indeed. And having it restores the durability of your weapons so they don't break. I've kind of mitigated that by... Oh yeah, these are the fucking tougher ones. I've kind of mitigated that by... Oh shit. Carrying like a backup weapon, which... Now that I think of it, life gain +1, twinkling titanite. Now that I think of it, I really should put it on my other right hand because I basically, the idea is like, oh, I'll dual wield eventually, and then it's like, no, I've never dual wielded the shield. I'm too used to the shield to do that. Is there a guy down here? Here. here. Where? Weakness, range battle. What the fuck are you people talking about? Pull the lever! I would love to be like, just like, whoa! And neat shit flew off the edge. Open the door! Not getting in there. Not like that, at least. Oh shit. Hello! Back up here where your buddy can't shoot me. I do wish these big arrows would stick in the fucking mouth. In the wall, in the shield. It'd be like a fucking, what was it, not Warhammer, God, what's the fucking name of that game? I can't get fucking, I can't get fucking Warhammer and, like, Command and Conquer out of my head. Like, it's not quite that. God, what is the name of that fucking game? I can't remember. But they're, like, huddling behind a shield, and he has, like, 1,000 fucking arrows sticking out of, like, every single fucking pixel of his shield has become a fucking arrow sprouting out of the shield. Door, rather. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't want to cough into the mic. Ugh. Hello. Oh. Cool flex, but okay. Ooh. This kind of makes me wish I was able to wield the fucking washing pole. There's a way I could get around to doing it, but at the moment, not really feeling it. That is a goddamn dark spirit. So that's if I want to fight. So, damn. I was really hoping that would open from that side. Liar head. Illusion. Short, try attack. No, you're a fucking liar. No, I should have known you're a liar because you can't fucking activate the walls with a hit anymore. In Dark Souls 1 and in Dark Souls 2, or excuse me, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, you hit the walls to activate them. Now you hit A, or X. It'd be X for me. Large Titanite Shard, Petrified Dragon Bone. Nice. How the fuck? Oh, yes. You just walk out this way. Oh! You kind of blended into the wall there. I didn't see you. Oh shit. I don't like that there are three of you. Let's go over here. Oh my god. That dude just decided he didn't want to fight anymore. It's like, oh man, fuck this shit. Okay. Oh yeah, these fucking big guys. Ow. 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 There we go. Timing on the arrows is so fucking odd. These guys drop quite a few fucking souls. Ooh, you know what I could do? Monastery charm. Illusion. Is there illusion? Really? I don't believe you. Alright. Jump! Petrified Dragon Bone. Now if this was Skyrim, I'd already be over encumbered. Rolling ahead. Therefore, hurrah for lava. Don't you dare! I'd imagine that makes it seem like that's not a very good one to open. Zweihinder. Zweihinder. Am I fucking stupid? Where the fuck? Oh yeah, no, we never checked out Rickard's rapier. Well, what are its base stats? Like at no level. Oh, it's fucking worse than Scimitar. It scales really well with Dex, though. That's the thing, but am I fucking stupid? Where are the big swords? I thought the big swords had their own spot. Oh, right here. I thought it would be further down. Zweihinder. Let me think. Trying to think ahead if there's any Pharaoh's Lockstone spots we really need to hit. Alright. Anyway, yeah, I don't think there's really anything. But given that there's like a weird pool here, it's probably just more healing water, which we don't really need. So we've cleared out pretty much this area. I don't want to jump that though. Fuck it, I'm not going to jump that. Not with this many souls. Because what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run back to the bonfire, kill somebody, like just kill one more person, and then from there we should have 20,000, so we should be enough to buy the fucking catfall ring. Which I put more faith in that goddamn catfall ring than I do the ladders. Oh, what levels though? Whatever. And we got a big soul, didn't we? Yeah, we got a couple bigger souls, so. Let's kill a handful more. So that we can buy that, the 500 ladder that he's gonna sell. Ow. You jerk. Alone night set. I hear more footsteps, or somebody else coming here. Kill him. There we go. Alright, we pushed her luck enough. Let's run back to Majula. 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 How long have we been streaming? About an hour and a half? A little bit under that. I don't know why I'm feeling fucking tired. Not levels, we want the cat ring. Hello?
Oh. You do have a tie.
Biotum. We want... Oh, wow, it's a lot less than I thought it was. Okay. Definitely buy that. Don't need any of that.
Satisfied? I'll be around if you ever...
Alright, so we have the silver cat ring. We have...
Hey. What? Well, hi.
Let's burn that big soul. Damn. I want to just get that big 12,000 one out of the way, because I think that's the one that pretty much takes you to the bottom. So let's go kill one more guy. Or we could kill two and we buy the most expensive one and then the cheapest one. We could always do that. And then after that, we don't... we can just go back to dumping all of our souls into levels. There's an armor set that you can get that has really high fire resistance, because there's like an item all the way out there, there's an item down there, there's like another item somewhere in the fucking lava. You can totally survive it if you have enough fire resistance. Problem is just getting that highest shit fire resistance. And the easiest way is to get an armor set that unlocks a bit later. Anybody else want to come party? Ow. You do. Well. What might be a good investment is to also kill these guys so that we can get souls to buy whatchamacallits, life gems. Because having a good amount of life gems definitely helps go through this area. This area in general is just a massive drain on your heals. Especially if you're like me and you don't have a shield. You have a shield that it blocks 90%, so I'm not taking nearly as much damage as I could be taking. Oof, that was almost death. As I could be taking, but you know. You know. Let me lure those last two over here, and then we don't have to... Or last one. Either way. There's the last guy. Run inside. Alright. Back to Medulla. Medulla. Alright, my dude. Set up those ladders.
Come to see out. What? Well, I get such a...
Yeah, that's a big one.
Hey, the only things I sell are miniatures. I mean, if that tickles your fancy. Well,
Let's see. We can all buy a 3.
just... Hey, the only things I sell... Well, you just... Fine then.
So set all those up for me. Let's actually head down there because at least for the first chunk, it's like a little just isolated section. There's essentially 2 zones on the way down there. There's a little isolated section, and then there's the proper section.
The only things I...
So,
Here you are, my friend. You can have... Oh, come on. You're hopeless, I tell you.
hey, got
Huh? Seen some... Cheers for that.
what's that scimitar he gave us, like? Malu scimitar. Starts off with a higher... what you call it? Ooh, it's cool. Starts off with a higher base damage, so it might overall have a little bit more damage. I don't know. Okay, so I believe that just lowers you enough so that you can get that without dying. That takes you down to that one, and then that big one takes you pretty much all the way down. So, we don't need this. We need the silver cat ring. So, let's just do it this way. Yeah. Actually, no, that's quite a bit of damage for that fucking fall anyway, so I think that fall might just straight up kill you. I think that might just be a troll. There's Lockstone. Nice! So, over here. Okay, this one's fucky. Yeah, there we go. Poison moss. Then right here. Oof. All right. Yeah, that big one will take you down there. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to remember where all... There's a drop. Oh, there's people dying. Hurrah for core. Yeah, that's people trying desperately. Alright. Grave of Saints. Bonfire ahead, man. Help me. Look carefully. Head. Poison head, then wary of equipment breakage. Hurrah for item, but bad luck. Oh yeah, this area might have a little bit of poison stuff in it. Oh well. It's not as bad as the fucking pit. As the Earthen Peak, Misty Valley. This area is fucking cool. Fucking big ass skeleton. Rats. Oh god, we're in Ghost's album. That's a terrible joke, I hate myself for that. Large silver name is soldier, so we gotta get in there somehow. Toward the item. I believe that's everything in that room. Just checking all my corners. Staying frosty. I see some rats. Oh wait. I don't remember, if I remember correctly, that Ferris Lockstone is also kind of useless. Bad luck ahead. I'll err on the side of caution. We have some excess, but I'll err on the side of caution and say no. Key required ahead. Therefore, do it. Ah, this will probably, I see, drop the bridge. And we have a couple to spare, so may as well. Small, smooth, and sucky stone. The fuck killed these people? Rats, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck is up here? Oh, wow. I don't remember this spot. I don't think I ever saw this. Oh, they're statues! Oh, fuck me, they're statues. Oh, God. The rats. What's that horror movie? I just remember seeing a trailer for it. It's an older one. I want to say like the 80s or maybe the 90s. Probably the early 90s. But it's like, rats. Why are they our enemy? And it's like just people being attacked by rats. Ah. Oh, shoot. Ah, I see. This would be, yeah, like a shortcut. Maybe. What the fuck killed all these people? Are rats fucking up these people so much? I mean, I guess. I don't fucking know. I should put that goddamn snake ring on. Praise the sun. I don't see no sun down here. Key required, then scroll ahead. Here. Oh. I don't really think I need to drop another one. I mean, it's fight a handful of rats to get up here. I guess the scroll would be useful. I didn't even see what scroll it is because I don't do magic shit. Could have been really good, but who knows. Yeah, I don't know what these Ferris Lockstone spots are for, so I'm not gonna waste them. I might need them later. Don't you dare, therefore pointless ahead. Okay. It is a bit shitty that like so many of them seem to be just worthless. Homeward bones. Vision of giant in short skeleton ahead. Yeah, that's a big fucking skeleton. Those are big boys. Ha ha ha. So, I mentioned last time when we fought the skeletons, the skeleton lords, that they're, which basically turns into you fight the three big like main skeleton like liches, and then you fight a horde of skeletons. That there's one other boss similar to it. This is that boss. In that it's like kind of fight a horde. So oh, are they using fucking... Are they hitting me with petrification? Maybe? I don't know what that stone is otherwise. Ow. Royal Rat Vanguard. Oh shit. Lock onto one, please. Thank you. Oh shit. Oh, there it is. Lock it up. Shit. Oh, it's poison. Okay. So yeah, that fucking... The rat with the mohawk is the one you want. That's the Royal Rat Vanguard. He hits fairly hard. Like, you think, like... It hits you for a proper boss damage, and you're like, fuck! This fight's easier with a bigger weapon. As long as you can maintain your stamina. Stamina management and, like, keeping spacing is the biggest thing. So, like, there, where I, like, let them all kind of group up on me at the end, I should have backed off, like, a hit earlier. I really thought I could kill it. But yeah, it's all about, like, management. So, yeah, so see, this one's off the side, kill it. This one's faster than the others, we kill it. This one's kind of by itself, we kill it. This one's kind of by itself, we kill it. Gotta take a second for things to breathe. It's another one by itself. Rat Vanguard is here. Need to back off and heal. They seem to have trouble like getting around the statues, so that's like a main advantage, I'd say. Is that the pathfinding is a little bit iffy on these rats? Ow, ow. Also, like the fucking like, it's like a very stock like crunch effect when they bite. Oh shit, that it is. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck, they're gonna keep coming. Oh shit. I thought I could eventually thin them out, but it seems that they will just keep on coming. There it is. I was like, where the fuck's the Vanguard? Luckily, he has basically the stats of a normal rat, so... Some souls. Alrighty. So that's the Royal Rat Vanguard and the Royal Rat Brigade. Weakness, wretch. Nice job. Thank you. Hello? Oh, shit. Happiness, Master.
Leave this place, human. We have no time for thy kind. Humans bring nothing but filth. Is that a rat tail, human? Thou'st one of mine rat burrows conquered. This will not go unnoticed. Rejoice, for the right to serve me is now thine. Since thou'rt human still, permit me ask, wilt thou thy human soul surrender, and pledge thyself to me? Swearest thou, by the sweet-tempered sludge that laps at our bosoms?
No thanks.
Of course. Get thee gone. We will tolerate thy stench no longer.
Okay, bye. Nice job, skeleton. Ferrous Luckstone. Hey, we made up for the one we used. Oh boy, it's this fucking shit again. It's fucking give me Dark Souls 3 flashbacks where you're diving down the fucking way to get your goddamn what was it you got? Good luck, then tight spot. Dump. Dump. But don't. One hand land down there. Oh. Lead stone. Oh, there's an item there. Yeah, this would probably be the only place you could really get it. Okay. Oh. Fuck! Oh, wow. Disc chime. I have no idea what that does, and it's probably a cleric item, so can't really use it. And there's a fucking chest there. God damn it. Hopefully we can get up back there. Hello? Oh shit. Or you guys. And a motherfucking big ass knight. Down that way. Great heal. Ow. Not a cleric, so again, kinda useless to me. Let me see that chime now. I'm a bit interested in what it looks like, at least. This chime, ooh, that does look kinda cool. Try horse, but not here. Right ahead, then beware of danger zone. Oh, God. Let's go down this way instead. Or we could just homeward bone home. I mean, this is basically the bottom of that big-ass drop down the well. If I remember correctly, at least. Treasure ahead. Hurrah for item. Sublime Bow Dust. Hey, that's pretty damn good. I'm not a bit back this way. So this will put our Estus up to +3. So he'll heal quite a bit. I don't remember how many Sublime Bone Dusts there are. Yeah, I'm really struggling to remember now. Wait, okay. I'm trying to remember if this leads down one area or another, and they both lead down. Fuck, this game's bigger than I thought. Now that I think about it, it's like, oh yeah, we still have that area to go to, and that area to go to, and that area to go to. Let's drop. Another item. Radiant Life Gem. Hurrah, from behind. Really? Oh, hey, cool. Probably should have checked if this was a mimic or not. Token of Spite. It's probably a Covenant item that I don't use. Whatever. Message. Be wary of danger zone. Listen carefully, then give up. Fuck. 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 Fucking fuck. Fucking damn it. God damn it. Ah, I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate it already. I want to go home. Look how fucking dark this place is. You can't see shit. And this area's big. God. Alright. And we got a flame butterfly, so let's let her rip. So we can see. Also, this pile is really goofy, the fucking piles of item. Because you can see, like, okay, there's like dressers, there's skeletons, there's fucking all sorts of shit. And then, I don't, God, which one is it? There's one where it's like there's a fucking car tire in it. Where the fuck is it? I'm trying to remember. There's one where it's definitely a fucking car tire. Anyway. I'm trying to remember where the fucking bonfire is. Oh my god. Go fuck yourself. You all go fuck yourself. I hate you. This is the area that actually fucking puts me on tilt. There it is, okay. Like, let me put the torch away. Look how fucking dark this place is. I can see about 15 feet ahead of me in a fucking maze of an area. Just fucking go home. I don't want to deal with this shit. Not today. I'll honestly probably fucking yeah, I might just do a fucking go, like, just follow the guide. Because I hate that area so fucking much. I do know there's a way to, like, skip a good portion of it, but I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll look if there's anything we actually need, and if we don't, then, like, I'll just fucking find a way to skip it as much as possible. Or who knows, I might just not do that fucking part on stream. It'll depend. Okay, let's burn some, because we got some, I think we got some, or we got okay soul. Okay. Strength up to 14. I really want that goddamn washing machine. And now 12. If we level up this falchion up to +6, I think it's better than my scimitar. Reinforce. Yeah, this puts it up to 198. Holy shit. Wait. Yeah, so my falchion +5 will be slightly better than my goddamn... than my fucking scimitar, so... let's pop that. +7, 2... 204, 187... Friendship ended with scimitar. Falchion is my new best friend. So let's look. Like, is there any downside? It's a little bit heavier. 1.5 versus 2.5, but like we're holding it the whole time anyway, so it doesn't matter. Bleed reduction, but that's for blocking. There's literally no downside for us just throwing the falchion on. It does bleed. Like, it'll do, like, make enemies bleed after a certain point, and then it just has, like, another 3, 4, 6, 7, 17 extra damage. So Falchion goes on there. Scimitar goes on there. Now what are we looking at for the washing pole? 75, ugh. Let me throw that on there just to see what my roll looks like. Oh, I'm fucking fat rolling, god damn it. Damn. Take the scimitar off, go with the washing pole. Still fat wrong. Gotta get below 70, so I might need to take off a piece of armor, or take it down a peg, in terms of how heavy it is. Like if I took this helmet off, put the scimitar on, and then put the washing pole on, I'd be under 67, so yeah, that might be the plan. Be the plan. Um, 120. That's level 4, and it's already almost as good as the scimitar, and it's getting close to the falchion, so... So scimitar is gonna, or the washing pole's gonna come in handy. Let's buy some life gems. Can buy 2, or 9 rather. Ugh. Attack's about the same. Heavy is very different. Let's see, what's... I never go... Ooh, that's nice and quick. Like that. Stylish. Okay. So we're gonna have to get used, because like the timing's a bit off. Or rather, it's not off, it's just faster. It has a much faster follow-up than this, so... Like, the follow-up is much faster. Also, the fact that, like, my character kind of jumps forward considerably when doing it, so... I would... Well, it's about the same as my scimitar, so... Either way, just gonna have to get used to it. Let's just go down there and check that we didn't miss anything, because we didn't go down the actual big ladder. And there's still that chest down there. I think this is the big one. Yes. Wait. I think that's the really big one. Every time my character kind of juts forward doing that, I get like a fucking sinking feeling in my stomach, because it's like, I just threw myself off the fucking edge. That fucking... I don't know if it's real or not, because I never wore that headpiece and tried it, but there's that... it's like a video of a guy with the, like, pyramid head kind of, headpiece in Bloodborne, and as he's going down the ladder, the headpiece is like hitting every rung on the ladder on the way down as he's sliding down, and it's just like... Oh, I should have put the catfall ring on. I'm stupid. Oh, we're already here, so... Just walk forward. Alright. Ah, yes, this. Ring of the Evil Eye. +1. Ah, yes. Absorb HP from defeated foes. That ring, it's like the same picture, but it did a very... Or maybe I'm thinking of a different ring. Maybe I'm thinking of the Calamity Ring. There's a ring in Dark Souls 1 called the Calamity Ring. Homeward Bound. And what is this ring? I don't remember this. Oh, okay. Hey, little friend. Oh wow, are you fucking kidding me? That fucking sucked. Jumping. That sucked. Okay. Because... yeah, I suppose so. Okay. Jump! What we got? Ash Knuckle Ring. Increases petrification resistance. So there's a ring that at the very least looks... oh, shit. Oh, wow. See, look at that damage. I fell not quite, like, not very far at all. Oh. Oh, well. I didn't have many souls on me, so that's okay. Like... that's what I was talking about, is we gotta get used to the getting used to using the falchion. What was it? There was a ring that at the very least looked very similar to that ring in Dark Souls 1 that you got through the DLC, and it was called the Calamity Ring. And it, I believe it doubled the damage you took. Like, as far as I know, it didn't have any benefits. It was just a ring that you took double damage. And so it was for, like, crazy people that wanted the game to be harder. That were on, like, fucking New Game Plus 5 or some shit, and they're like, oh, I want it harder. I want an enemy to, like, fucking look at me from 20 feet away and I die. Yeah, this might be more of a test run than for the falchion than a run to the boss. Because the run to the boss is quite annoying. Seems to stagger a bit more. Actually. Speed seems about the same. It'll just be something to get used to, because, like, that's a big thing about switching weapons partway through. Is that, like... oh, shit. I saw the fucking flames and I thought it was a guy jumping at me. Yeah, it's just something you're gonna have to get used to whenever you switch to a new weapon. The adjust to the new rhythm, adjust to the new... just everything. I mean, like, we take a little bit of damage, but that stab seems to be probably the best thing we could really hope for. Because it takes so long to get out of that, like, recover from that animation that we can get our 3 hits in. At this point, like, we're not seeing a considerable increase in the amount of damage we're doing. Like, we're still killing them in 3 hits, but I feel like for... also, I don't know if these guys bleed. That'd be a big factor. Because bleed does, for them, will do the same to us as it does a... they basically get a giant burst of damage. They'll, like, just take a massive hit to their health. When the bleed effect... oh shit. When they're, like... it's just something you have to get used to, and like, oh shit. Oh! Don't hurt me. I'm sorry. Oh god, they're all coming. Oh lord, they're coming. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh run. Oh, one of them died. I think. Yeah, it looks like one of them fell off the bridge. Because I got a little effect of like souls hitting me, so maybe they would have fell off. That would have been really. That would be really nice. Oh, shit. I'll put my shield back on. Still want that. So I can try. I can try to kill just the left guy, or I can kill both of them. I think I can kill the left guy, because the guy on the right will keep shooting his arrows at me. Yeah, this is what I want. Ooh, a lot of fucking damage. Holy shit. Oh, may as well kill you. Shit. Really hoping you keep your bow out like your buddy. Okay. These guys die in about 5 hits now, too, so. Wow, a lot of fucking souls. Holy shit. Oh my lord. Alright, now, this is again a bit metagaming, but for the benefit of not having to do this over and over and over and over and over again. We're going to... Let's see, what all items do I have that can help here? Not much besides the burr. So, take one of these and run it. Smelter demon. This guy's fucking cool. Ow. So this is where the boss gets really fucking annoying. Because guess what? Now you just take fire damage around him. If it wasn't for the burr that I took, I'd be taking quite a bit more damage when I'm near him. I need to back up. I need to back up. Wait, no, this isn't the big burst. Right, damn it. Oh, I've never seen that attack before. Or if I have, I don't fucking remember it. I always remember being like, hey, you can just back up and be safe. Oh well. Okay, okay. A little bit. Life gems. We used 5. I think like 2 during... 3 getting there. And I think 2 during the course of the fight. Because my idea is that like the fire does like almost chip damage. It doesn't do a whole lot of like proper damage. It's slow, especially with the burr. With the red burr. So my thinking was we just kind of... It's similar to how I deal with the poison, where I let myself get poisoned and then take a consume a life gem to... Oh shit, hit him. Consume a life gem to... I should have just drank my ass there. Consume my life gem to get around, to mitigate the damage. Okay, so 3 seems to be the, as long as I can block their attack, do... Oh, shit. Maybe. I'd hate to go into my, like, reserves of, like, my good life gems for now, I want to kind of save them for later, but if it comes down to using them or not, if it comes down to beating the boss and using them, or dying by not using them, I'd rather just use them. Okay, speaking of which. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta be quick. I just have to hit them like as soon as that fucking... I need to remember that a bunch of them are gonna come over the bridge. I think it's their proportions, like they're so tall but they're moving so quick in such a, like, kind of weird way. I think that's what's, like, that's, like, what seems funny to me about their run animation. Okay, you come here, you drop your bow. Drop your bow. Son of a bitch. You can do it. It's a bit fucky, but you can do it. You can do the strategy where you run in, grab your souls, and then immediately life gem or Homer Bone out, so that you don't lose all, like... Ooh, black steel katana. Oh shit! Just gonna... Hey, there, these motherfuckers. I don't think I'm gonna get them to fall off the bridge this time. Ow. It's a death. Nope. Use that life gem, and we'll just make do with our Estus. If we'll use these in emergency. Oh shit! Hi. I say we'll use them in emergencies, but I'll probably use them over my Estus. This run will give you quite a few fucking souls, I will say. Shit. Hit him! Going in with 4 Estus. Let's use the burr. There's a situation kind of like this, where in Bloodborne with the Blood-Starved Beast, where you could, help yourself tremendously by using a consumable item that gave like poison, or it was either poison or bleed effect to your sword or your weapon, whatever you used. Point being, problem is like it's fairly early in the game. So you would sometimes find yourself quickly running out of these consumable items. So there was this mentality you had to have of like, do the boss several times where you know what they're gonna do, so that when you go in and you're like, fuck, I could get him down to like 20% health, I just need that little extra bit to push me over the edge, then you would want it. Then you would want to use that, because then you would want to use it because, hey, you... Ooh. I want to use an Estus. Oh, that was really fucking close. Ooh, that's fucking sketchy. life gems go for a long fucking time too. I like it. So that it just comes out. Okay, so the big fucking swing is this. Yeah, the big fucking swing is the goddamn ow. Oh shit. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, yeah, good. Gears us. Yeah, that's ow. Shit. Oof. No! I realized as soon as I did it, that swing has such a fucking delay. That swing has such a delay. I realized the moment it happened that I was dead. But no, so this is kind of what I was talking about before, where it's like, in a way, I kind of wish I didn't use that burr, because the fire damage, it's like temporarily boosts. It doesn't say by how much, but any bit helps. But it's also a matter. It's a matter of I don't want to get really close and then use all my healing items when I could have saved one Estus, making up all that fire damage. When you could have just done your burr and had it had. I don't know what I'm saying. Also, I don't know how much of that big sword attack, I don't know how much of it is bludgeoning versus how much of it is, or like slashing versus how much of it is fire. I'd imagine the big blast across the floor that he does, I'd imagine that's mostly fire, but you know, just don't know. I think this attacks slightly slower than my scimitar. I think that's what's fucking me up with it. I think the scimitar attacks slightly faster. So when they do the big overhead chop, they're not recovering nearly as long. I can get them when they do that, like, thrust from the side. I can get them doing that, no problem. Yeah, this one. That thing takes quite a while for them to recover, so I can just do that. I can punish them on it all day. I take chip damage, but it's sure shit better than just taking the hit. Yeah, this one. Ow! Let's go in here. Okay. Smelter is optional. I know. I'm aware. I've been in the game before, but I also... The souls don't hurt, for one. I don't know. It's a matter of... I just feel like doing it, so... I totally know that, yeah, I can go into that big, like, forge thing. The big... Well, I think that is actually a smelter. That big thing in the middle there. I think that's what that actually is meant to be. And then I can just kind of go up this, up a ladder up that way, but... The main thing is that killing the smelter demon unlocks the bonfire right next on that second, like... So right about in the middle of the screen there, those two doors there, it unlocks the bonfire on that side. And I'd much rather just go through the hassle of killing the smelter demon and to unlock that bonfire. If that kind of makes any sense. What class and weapon are you using? I don't remember the class off the top of my head. I'm going for like a dex build kind of. And ow. There goes memorize all that says in the boss room. I'm going for like a kind of a dex build. I'm using the falchion right now. I'm leveling up the... I have the scimitar +7 in reserve, and I have the washing pole being built up in the background. I'm trying to get up to 18 strength. I thought the requirements for the washing pole were like 15. But either way, I'm just kind of... I'm not doing any sort of min-max professional build. I've beaten the game before twice, 3 times. I don't know, it's all blurred to me. But either way, I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing. And I'm totally, I wouldn't be quote-unquote fine with it if it took me 100 tries, but I'm just playing as I'm playing. I don't think it would ever take me 100 tries. I think I'd eventually pick up on what is drastically going wrong. So, like, back there, it's like, hey, I got cocky, and I wasn't watching what I was doing. So, like, right there. I was not paying attention to what I'm doing, really. So I'm getting punished for it. And Dark Souls, I've talked about it before, but it's not even a matter of quote-unquote play the game right. It's you play the game at its pace, and you play the game by its rules. And if you try to break it, those rules will punish you for it. So, like, right there, I know I've just mentioned the last time I was going through here that I can punish this just fine. Yeah, so these side lunges I can punish just fine all day. It's the overheads that I need to watch out for. So, I want to lure this guy over here. There's that. Back up to the arrow. The arrow's going. I'm gonna try to get you to draw your sword. You gonna draw your sword, or...? Careful, don't wanna walk up the ledge of that item. Alright, let's... What's your favorite Souls game? If we're talking just about Dark Souls, see, I just played through Dark Souls 3, and it's standing out the most in my mind. It certainly has things that aren't as good as the previous two. Dark Souls 1, the first, I'd say, half to 2/3 of the game is, like, phenomenal. It's fantastic. Especially... I was trying to find the door. Especially the kind of... I'm trying to think where exactly... Like, there's a particular point where the game... And it's right after pretty much the Ornstein... After you finish all the stuff in Anor Londo, the game hits its, like, kind of rocky patch. The game... The levels don't feel as, like, concise. I'd say, yeah, pretty much from the time you hit Anor Londo to the time where you hit the first kiln, that whole section in between is not nearly as good as the first portion of the game. Having played through this game now, I was saying that, and someone was asking me earlier, or someone commented earlier that it's, that this is their favorite Souls game, and they're perfectly entitled to their opinion. People like what they like, and I can totally see why somebody would like this more than Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 feels the most... There's something about Dark Souls 3 where, like, there's a bit of, like, cinematicism, I guess you would say. The game has more and more moments that are clearly built to be cinematic, and some people, I can totally understand why some people think that think that comes at the detriment of the game, of it feeling, because the first game had a really good feeling of that, like, and this game as well, it has a really good way of having the world feel kind of organic, in a lot of ways. I don't know, each game has their faults, for sure, but like, that's the same with every game. I'm one of those people where I don't believe there is a perfect video game. I believe that there's always a section that I believe you can have a technically masterful game. That's certainly possible. Something like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger. Those are masterpieces on a technical level. But people's tastes will always differ to the point where you will never have a perfect game. Some people, they think Fortnite is the best game ever made, and I don't get the appeal. The game doesn't appeal to me. It's not that I don't understand the appeal, it's that what the game offers does not appeal to me. It's not what I find fun, but at the same time, I can certainly understand why other people find it fun, and who am I to tell you, no, you shouldn't think that's fun, or no, you shouldn't play that because I think it's bad, or I don't find it fun. It's just kind of this cynicism I find with, I'm sorry I'm turning this into a bit of a rant, but like, there's this general sense of like cynicism that comes out a lot of times, where I can understand people wanting people to like the thing that they like, and I can also understand people not being a bit aggravated when people praise and love the thing that they loathe. But I also think there's so much subjectivity, especially when it comes to things like video games. There's so many variations, there's so many elements that can be different from one game to another. That, like, it just it's what makes games great, in that there is so much variety. There's something out there for everybody, I believe. Everyone has the game out there somewhere that has pretty much exactly what they're looking for in a game. Dark Souls 2 is the best for beginners. I can see that. Dark Souls 3, yeah, it has a, Dark Souls 3, they cut out the branching paths. It's more just one continuous run. But I will say that some of the parts of the earlier game would probably be challenging for beginning players. And Dark Souls 2, part of its charm is its weird obtuseness, especially in the beginning. In that, oh shit, I might be in a bind. I really hope this arrow doesn't. Yep, I was about to say, I was really hoping I can time the arrow, but there you go. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. That Dark Souls 2, at the very least, Dark Souls 2 is much more open to beginners than Dark Souls 1 is. The only real hint in Dark Souls 1 of like where you're supposed to go, where you're not supposed to go, is so you're walking away from Firelink Shrine. If you walk back, you encounter the graveyard with the skeletons. Those graveyards, those skeletons, I believe they talked about it, that they specifically made them not drop souls to kind of cue the player in that there's no reward for killing these enemies, and thus you probably shouldn't be going this way. As I said, I mentioned that the second half of the game falls flat compared to the first half, but the first, like, third to first half, like everything up till Anor Londo, is a masterfully crafted video game. People are toxic. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely that. There's definitely the, yeah. I think, and that's for any, fandom, I think. Well, I say fandom because that's the big thing I've been seeing now, is people talk about how a lot of fandoms, for a lot of things, video games, TV shows, anime, etc., the toxicity of people that are fans of the show, and I won't say quote-unquote fans because, like, to say you're not a real fan, again, it's like, who am I to say that? But because I'm sure in some way people that are toxic, they do like the game, because toxicity comes from a passion of the game, and the toxicity comes from them being passionate about something that they perceive other people as having slighted the game, or slighted them by doing something with the game, be it, you know, if we're talking about, like, a particular... If we're talking about, like, say, like, let's say Dark Souls. Let's say they're in... Let's say, theoretically, in Dark Souls... I'm trying to think. Trying to think of a decent example I could make. Say in Dark Souls 4, which probably never gonna happen, but oh shit, I forgot about you. And I forgot about you as well. In Dark Souls 4, like say in Dark Souls 4, they make it so that you can either roll or you can block. And that's it. You can only do one of those. Oh shit. You can only do one of those two things. Like say you have your shield on, you can block, but you can't roll. And if you have your shield off, like you don't have a shield equipped, you can roll, but you can't block. Or you can block with your sword, but super shitty. It's like 15-20% block damage reduction. Then I can see people definitely, I could see people definitely being toxic about it as far as, like, shield versus rolling, I guess, which people prefer. And then when you get people... You get the people that... Professional is a bit of a strong word, I'd say. It'd be more like people on YouTube that, like, their video, they can go through the whole game without getting hit once. And they are what people consider like the apex of Dark Souls players. If they said, like, roll, they said blocking is garbage, just roll. And then you have people that, like, okay, let's say somebody doing like a let's play. I mean, to beginners who want to get into it. Okay, I kind of think I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, and that's something you more run into video games too. I guess I got a little bit off track with talking about like fandom specifically. But yeah, you do have that elitism, especially when you're doing what I'm doing, when you're live streaming or you're putting let's plays and walkthroughs and playthroughs and stuff up on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. You have people that, again, either, sure, they may have beaten the game 20 times, they may have never touched the game in their life, and they've only watched people that, like, do it, that have played it 100 times through, but you'll run into people that demand perfection, or the demand the game be played a certain way. Yeah, I can see that. And again, a big piece of it is ignoring it as best you can. A lot of people. Well, you could go about it in two ways. You have the people that, and the people that can be talked to or reasoned with. They're, you know, you talk to them. You try to understand why they're upset as they are about something that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And hey, maybe you could talk it out with them. And then sometimes you get people that do it more for the attention. But it's just something you deal with. I've dealt with it during streams before. You deal with it or ignore it. There are ways to do both. How does that one guy come from, I wonder? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm not seeing where he's coming from, but now I know he'll run back here, so. That does kind of suck that I've lost, I think, 25,000. But at the end of the day, there's still plenty more game to go. So if I can get him to miss this one. So yeah, these big arrows hurt. So if I can get him to miss this downward swipe, I can punch him with that. It's just, yeah, that. So now this is going to be kind of a pain because I've got these guys kind of bunched up. So I can pull you back. I want to pull you back across the... Ooh, shit. I want to pull you back across the bridge. So they're your friend's arrow range. Oh, you gonna... Oh. I maybe should have let you go. You might walk off. Nope. Okay. Maybe? No. Your pathfinding is a bit better than that. Alright. Ooh, that was a stagger. And that was a stab. Let's go. We got 2 more of these. I think you can do it. I think you can do it. I've discussed it before, but that is a criticism with Dark Souls 2. The boss is just a big guy with a sword, or a big guy with a weapon that's bigger than yours. Man, that fucking swing is so delayed. I want to get him into that. Yes. Swing is so delayed. I have to roll at the point where I would think it would normally hit, where it normally be like hitting the ground. So, and the thing with a lot of these bigger bosses too is that there's like, oh shit, okay, this is the one we need to get back up. No, okay, it's not. I'm thinking of the big fire burst. Fire burst? Big fire burst. Timing again. So that one was more just me not rolling at all. Okay, I need to back up a bit. Back off a bit. Ooh, okay. It seems he'll just do that forever now. Okay, I need to back up. Oof. Big damage. Okay, so that down attack is just not viable anymore. Just stay away from it. I do wish there would be, like, he does that big burst, and then the fire goes out, or at least it minimizes a bit, because this is annoying. Oh, wow. That was close to the bad timing. Here, what? One more. Come on. Ooh. I got really greedy there. Holy shit. Demon Slayer Soul. Smelter Demon Soul, rather. I did it. So go up here. Grab the chest. Porcine Shield and Flame Butterfly, 5 of them. That's nice. Alright, let's get back to Majula. Cash in these souls. Sorry about that rain I went on earlier. That kind of got... And my advice to people is... enjoy what you like, but don't be an asshole. People are allowed to like what they like. Hey, look at that. 18 strength. And as long as they're not being directly, like, as long as they're not being harmful to themselves or harmful to others, people can do what they want. That's my general rule of thumb of, like, are they hurting themselves? Are they hurting someone else? If either one is no, then just kind of do what you want. Let them do what they want. Yeah, people these days, exactly. I don't know. It's not. There's no easy answer. It's the whole piece of is the whole crux of it. So, we now have the strength to wield the washing pole. It's 168. Alright. So, defeated Smelter Demon. How long have we been streaming? About 3 hours. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. We made it down. We've beaten what I think is, like, well, it's not the main hurdle. The next area after this is a pain in the fucking ass, and I hate it. Ugh. But after that, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Yeah, we got this area, the Iron Keep, and then we follow up with the gutters, and I think that's at least the what you would call I would call the main stretch of the game until you hit like the this is after we beat the gutters, and I think that's the point. It's similar to where you actually finally, when you beat the dancer and you get into Drangleic Castle proper. It's you hit kind of the home stretch of things. There's still more areas of the game to go, and you still got quite a bit to go. But you hit the big, like, okay, shit's ramping up now. So, with that, let me get those up there. And so don't forget. So, with that, I believe that will do it for this episode. Thanks everybody for coming out. Everybody who watched it live, everybody who's watches it afterwards on YouTube, especially if you made it this far. Thank you very much. As all, and I know, again, ranting, raving aside, just be nice to other people. That's all I can really say. Just be nice to other people. But yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.